there today. I'm going to show you guys why underhooks are important, how you can get them a little bit better, and like how you can kind of use them to pass. Okay, so first off, just to talk about underhooks and how they should be. All right, when you reach for an underhook, wherever it's from, okay, you should have sticky underhooks. And a sticky underhook means I curl clay up into me, almost kind of like flaring my elbow. So I'm really kind of doing this to the point where he can't re-pummel me. Okay. And then this is going to vary from different situations, but virtually every underhook you get from everywhere. Okay, even if I get it from my inside pummeling positions, if I get this underhook, it's going to be sticky. I'm going to be pulling myself into it, pulling clay into me with enough pressure he can't re-pummel me. It'd be the same thing if I got this underhook. This underhook I'm really going to stick to. Okay, so something I do as a drill to kind of work on that. Again, I also kind of work on my reaction timing and distance management is I'll have Bird or Clay, okay, sit in front of me, and I'm just looking for him to open one of his elbows up. As soon as he opens it up, I'm shooting into my underhook, and I'm squeezing into me. And I want to squeeze it for about 5 seconds, okay, just so I can get used to keeping that pressure. So if he opens up here, squeeze 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he can try to get his underhook back a little bit. That's fine. The point is for me to get more comfortable extending out on my underhooks, so I learn my range a little bit better, and then having good pressure when I do get them, so he can't re-pummel me. Okay, so here. And squeeze, go ahead and re-pummel. He can't. It's a joke. Okay, now this benefits you hugely because if I get this kind of underhook even from sitting up, first Clay has to run. Okay, if I have enough pressure here, he has to go to his back to try to get space to re-pummel, and I can just kind of stalk him down into a knee slice. Okay. Also, if I have enough pressure, sometimes Clay tries to go back the other way, but I can always direct them. All right, you kind of put their head into the mat, and then you can just kind of walk around them to your kimuras, arm bars, using your knees and your cow catcher to keep them flat. So it's kind of an auto win. Now, in a real match, I don't just sit in front of you and try to reach out for my underhook. I play with your head a lot, okay? Because if I can have something to stick my underhook for 1 second, it gives me a lot more time to make sure I get a really good pummel. Okay, so there's a couple different ways I get them. One is heavy head club, to where I'm kind of putting Clay's head into the mat. So if I'm coming in, here, down, use my forearm to block, pummel in, and now the underhook's what matters. But like I said, I can use this forearm on the neck to direct him around to start to stalk him down. Okay. Another one that I'll use is instead of using my left hand to dig the underhook, what I'll do is I'll use this one to snap down into a guillotine. And now when Clay goes to react to the guillotine, I punch my underhook through here. Now I just keep kind of stalking through the middle of my knee, not giving him any space until I can get into my knee slice all the way down. And then I'll keep the guillotine while I clear his legs. Okay. Now, if you're doing heavy head clubbing, okay, you know, you are sitting him into you. Okay, so if Clay gets that look in his eyes where he wants to take my leg, because I'm pulling him towards my leg a little bit, okay, all I'm going to do is as soon as I see him reaching for it, I'm going to clear, okay. How you clear is going to depend on how he's reaching. So here you see he's reaching out, okay. This is going to go through. All I have to do is clear that, and I kind of keep guiding him past. If he reached with both arms to kind of double leg me, I'm going to jump. And when I jump, I keep my weight heavy on him. Okay, so you should definitely be blowing people here, digging your underhooks. Okay, whether you get a knee slice off it or not is not really important because this is an auto win here. Because if he just tries to fall into his back, I'm so close here. If I get down chest to chest with a good underhook, you should always win the leg pummel battle. Okay, even if you land kind of shitty. So but if I here, okay, he's stretching me out. I have enough pressure here. He can't really do a lot with his hips, so they're always going to win this leg pummel. Okay, now other things too. If I get my underhook and he keeps his frame pretty narrow, okay, which people do because once I got his underhook, people panic, but come in and walk in. I can use this underhook pressure and start to smash his legs down like a folding pass. And now that since I have this underhook, I can go over the top with my knee. I can say, fuck your face, and spin to the armbar. There's so much stuff you can do if he pushes you away at all from here. So I start to open his frame up into me. you just drop into your leg weave. And because I have a good sticky underhook, he can't reach through my leg and pull me into the leg lock stuff. So we get a lot of pressure here. Okay, now sometimes, especially when you're first starting, you don't have enough pressure with one hand. So like say I'm mid knee slice, and I didn't have a good curl, he starts to try to pull his arm back in. I'll use two hands, kind of like the shoulder crunch stuff, okay? Just to prevent the pummel. And I'll eat the head plant. I don't want to, but if I didn't, and he re-pummeled me, it's like now I have to really deal with dangerous wrestle ups, leg locks, and you can try to recover, but that's not ideal. You should keep this. So sticky underhooks, keep sitting them up, learn how to do this pressure, learn how to direct them around, and not let them re-pummel you. Okay, heavy head. Okay, guillotine underhooks. All right, coming in, hand fighting them. I like to hand fight because if he's trying, like if I get a grip on his wrists and he's constantly trying to rotate his hands to try to like grip fight me for a second. Here. Okay, he has to kind of open his elbows to get his hands back, especially to get both. Or you see it right there. Starts doing that. And just kind of stalk into him. I'm not too worried about my hip positioning, I say, because I have underhooks. If I have the underhook, my hips are going to be stronger than his hips because I can use the underhook to pull my hip pressure into his hips. Okay, go play.